And when he did, he spoke of the fact that newly indicted pharmacists are not yet going to be posted anytime soon because it's not yet gotten clearance for what they are doing. The Ministry of Finance is about to give their budget, I think, next week. So they are supposed to incorporate payments for these pharmacists in their budget. Now, if it's not passed, that means that that pharmacists will have to wait for about a year or so before they be posted. And the society that is actually championing the cause for ensuring our clearance is given as a PhD. Okay. Now, all the people that comprise these societies, they are people that came from student leadership. Okay. And you can see the relevance of leadership play in those areas. Now, I'm here to just remind you once again that to come and get a degree in who. You have to, if it's in the area of pharmacy leadership, you also need people who stand out and do one or two things to better the terms of service and experience that we have as pharmacists in Ghana. So don't see this thing as just a casual form. You're coming to have their policies out to you. Take time to listen to them. They each have great ideas, wonderful ideas for the betterment of UGPSA. And some of them they even move from SOPA to and they contest for other positions later on. So please, this is a wonderful platform. Let's take it us no seriousness and let's also get people. You know, sometimes on election day when you see total votes cast and you see the potential voters, sometimes there's a gap. So I want to also encourage us to ensure that next time it's a better voter turnout so that it is more of a better representation of your leaders, right? Those who win and real representation of the ideas and the opinions of the masses. Thank you very much. You can comments. All aspirants, right? Thank you. All people here, I just want to remind you that all the reports and stuff that I'm doing is probably going to last by Austin happy to last and join the reports and stuff. Let's do that. One of the perfect candidates we have people are happy. So thank you very much. So, because he has campaigned for one candidate, I'm going to list everything that the candidates are. We are leveling the playing field. We got timetables, beautiful branded timetables from the other vice presidential accounts. We also work on the other vice presidential accounts. Now the playing field is level. Please, we are doing this only to give the electorate something to think on and something to inform their decisions. The easy is in no way supporting any candidate. Please, let this be known. Let this be known. Big vice presidential candidate Austin. Please, are you okay? Okay, are you okay? Today, give any other personal recommendation to us. Okay.
please. Winston, how is that? Shelly, so okay, so alright, so ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Sorry for wasting your time. We are bringing you the UGPSA Presidential Debate and Manifesto reading. This is the first of its kind, and I think it's something that you should clap for. Let's give it up. The handle has been easy organizing this. DJ, thank you. Please come down. Alright, so it hasn't been easy organizing this, and we would have hoped for larger numbers, but we are still very grateful that you all are here to support the mission. And so the purpose of this program is to give the candidates a public audience to share their policies, what they have to offer the school, and everyone who is in it, for you to also have something to think about in terms of decision making, for you to have something to think about when you want to choose your candidate. Please, on that note, if you have not sent your email to your class rep, be it personal or activated student email, that the voting link can be sent to you on. Please do so immediately. There will be, yes, please do so immediately. There will be a test run of the system. There will be a test run of the system tomorrow at about 3 p.m. A random message will be sent to the whole database out of power just to be sure that everyone everyone has gotten this. So please, if you haven't sent it, send it now. And yeah, all the best to the candidates. This is my question. Okay, so without wasting much time, we'll start first from the manifesto reading. So the manifesto reading, so let's give it up, let's give it up, let's give it up. So the manifesto reading and presidential debate is going to be moderated by a very wonderful individual who will introduce in a couple of seconds. The order is PRO aspirant first, that's Kabisi Student Secretary aspirant first, followed by vice presidential candidates. Then after that, we move on to the debate. So without wasting much time, we'll call on our moderator, Miss Ajwa Inga of IFC.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're all welcome to the 2025, our very first edition of the Pharmacy School Executive Manifesto and Session. So today is more than a formality. The time to listen, the time to ask, and the time to decide. We're not just gathered here to witness ambition, but to hear vision. So if you are here, you're just curious about answers, insights, or you just want to know the diagnosis for a clear leadership, or whoever has the potential, then you're right to do. Thank you all for being here. In a time where communication is as vital as competence, we are excited to hear from our aspirants how they plan on amplifying the voice of the pharmacy students body, and in this case, the pharmacy secretary. So, without further ado, I'd like to call our very first aspirant. Mr. Michael is here. 7,000.
Fellow pharmacy students, it's with great passion, purpose, and a clear vision for transformation that I might proceed to present myself as the candidate for the position of Pharmacy Secretary of UGPSA. In an age where communication defines influence and visibility shapes relevance, our association must evolve beyond traditional publicity. We must build a media from that not only informs but also empowers, engages, and inspires, both within the four walls of the University of Ghana and across a wider pharmacy and health community.
As someone, it, as someone already deeply involved in the media and publicity operations of UGPSA, I bring not only a compelling vision but also a track of commitment and results. I have contributed in the following ways. I have supported UGPSA seminars through every stage, right from level 100, from creating assets and promotional content to photo editing and many more. I've also encouraged incorporating photography and videography into seminars to enhance the communication and publicity of the association. I also played a critical role in transforming the seminar structure by advocating to the governing administration to convincing lecturers to shape the internal lectures to industry led sessions, bringing in experts and professionals to enrich our learning and boosting our visibility for the first time. I also manage and develop UGPSA social media presence, including setting up our official LinkedIn and WhatsApp platform, training team members, and coordinating ongoing content management. I also serve as an assistant graphic designer, contributing significantly to the flyers, posters, and designs that represent UGPSA, which mostly executed by myself and a small team. If elected to lead a media, if elected, I pledge to lead a media evolution rooted in innovation, mentorship, visibility, and education. Below are the pillars of my vision. One, consistent media and digital marketing training. To build a skilled and versatile media team, I'll organize hand-on digital media workshops every semester. These sections will cover graphic design, video editing, social media management, and analytics. Practical skills that will benefit members both within and beyond the association. Second on my list, a dedicated UGPSA website. I will champion the design and launch of an official UGPSA website that complements the UGSOP platform. This website will serve as a digital home featuring updates, publications, and events, as well as achievements, making our association more visible and accessible. Third on my list is structured media mentorship for new recruits. Every media recruit deserves guidance. I'll implement a structured mentorship to ensure that new members are properly trained and integrated into the team, enabling them to make meaningful contributions right from the start. On special occasions like the Uniport, I've introduced media-centered competitions such as photo storytelling, short film contests, and design challenges to foster creativity, improve engagement, and showcase the talent of our members. I will also encourage health advocacy on radio universe. Even without a podcast studio, UGPSA, we cannot be silent. I will establish a regular health talk program on radio universe, using the platform to educate the public on health issues while raising the media profile of UGPSA. Just like know your pharmacist, but then know your student pharmacist. I will also help in growing our digital and physical presence. Our media reach will not be confined to screens. I will lead initiatives that will I will lead initiatives that will increase our online impact and community engagement with vibrant storytelling, member features, and content that celebrate the achievement and spirit of HPAC. To end, I would say leadership in media is more than announcements and flyers. It's storytelling, visibility, and empowerment, as well as education. With your support, I will build a modern, efficient, and vibrant media system that reflects our excellence and amplifies our voice. I'm ready and I'm committed, and I am first on the ballot paper. Vote Michael Asiedu for publicity secretary. Let's bring the media leadership together. Thank you all.
That was quite interesting. Know your student pharmacist. the end of the manifesto. So while the person is reading or giving a manifesto, no clapping, no shouting, just wait until the person finishes, then we can do that. Okay, so next, for the next aspirant, another candidate from the RX 68. Esther, please.
Good day, family. I'm a immigrant in the prayer, and I'm excited to announce my candidacy for the position of publicity secretary. In this digital world, effective communication is key to keeping everyone informed, engaged, and connected. If elected, I will ensure that our organization's activities, achievements, and opportunities are well publicized in a creative, inclusive, and professional manner. With my experiences in social media management, photography, and videography, I'm very confident in being able to leverage our digital platforms, including our social media handles, to maximize visibility while maintaining a consistent brand identity. My vision is to transform our publicity strategy into a dynamic, interactive, and member-driven force where creativity meets impact, every voice is valued, and our achievements are celebrated far and wide. The following are the policies I'm bringing on board when elected into power. To begin with, I'm going to introduce a training and skills development. My objective is to equip members with modern market relevant skills through structured workshop and media training in drone piloting, content creation, and digital marketing. So that's in addition to what is already being done, the photography, graphic design, and videography. By collaborating with media experts and promoting sessions across all platforms, we will provide practical training with proper resources to enhance members' capabilities. Next is improve member engagement through anonymous feedback. Now, I recognize that meaningful engagement stems from creating channels where every member feels heard and valued. This initiative establishes a structured yet confidential feedback system through platforms like Google Forms and fiscal suggestion boxes, ensuring members can freely share their ideas, concerns, and suggestions without apprehension. This approach transforms passive members into active contributors, ensuring our organization grows through collective participation. Also, to strengthen our digital presence, I will launch a blog in the blog series, showcasing authentic campus experience, that's UGSOP. This platform will highlight student achievements, events, and university life while fostering transparency. A dedicated team will receive some sort of training in content creation to ensure quality productions. After testing and refining the format based on engagement metrics, we will launch the series officially with regular uploads promoted across all our platforms. Furthermore, to increase participation in social activities for better publicity, I will introduce a sort of class of the semester award. And this initiative will recognize and reward the class that demonstrates outstanding involvement through consistent event participation and attendance. Participation will be tracked in order to ensure a fair evaluation. This incentive will promote healthy competition while encouraging greater involvement in our activities, which will in turn enhance the visibility of our organizations, events, and initiatives. Finally, I will launch the Personality of the Week initiative to celebrate outstanding members through features and meet highlights. Each selected individual chosen through a fair nomination process will be showcased with a professional photo and engaging personal facts. Using consistent branding, The program will foster connections while motivating continual engagement. By regularly highlighting different leaders, we will build a stronger, more inclusive community where everyone feels valued. I believe that great publicity strengthens spirit, participation, and pride in our organization. With your support, I will work tirelessly to ensure that our voice is heard loud and clear. Vote in inaugurating for publicity secretary. Let's communicate, engage, and inspire. Thank you. Once again, my tagline is be heard, be seen, voice, and visibility. Thank you very much.
We had next is our second in command, our vice president. We have two as well. One from the RS-27 class and another one from the RS-28 class. So, without further ado, let's call Mr. Prince.
Even if you're not on my side, I want us to be honest about something. Our daily lives are consumed by lab reports, deadlines, endless slides, and exam preparations. We save YouTube videos and take screenshots with the hope of watching them someday, but someday never comes. The continuous grind leaves us stressed, burnt out, and ill prepared for the real world. The truth is, the stress doesn't just disappear even after graduation. That is why I'm proposing a welfare agenda designed not just to meet your academic needs, but to support your holistic growth as a future professional. An agenda that will empower us to become the 360 pharmacist, well-rounded, well-equipped, and ready to thrive academically, mentally, and professionally. Good morning, lecturers and friends. My name is Awute Prince Kosi, a level 400 pharmacy student who is deeply committed to personal growth and all-rounded development. My strength lies in my versatility and being useful wherever I find myself. I truly believe in pursuing the growth and well-being of every student around me, and the Vice President role as the head of student welfare is the perfect platform for me to bring this vision to life. That is why I'm offering myself for the position of Vice President of UGPSA, a role that allows me to help shape student welfare in a way that is relevant, relatable, and revolutionary. The 360 Pharmacist agenda is segmented into four powerful angles. One, the Forge angle. Every Saturday for 52 weeks, engaging flyers and very short videos will be released on practical life topics. A theme for a month will be dissected into four parts, each for a week. And monthly themes will cover self-awareness, time management, emotional intelligence, CV writing, financial literacy, workplace ethics, table etiquette, Microsoft Excel and digital skills, emergency life hacks, among others. These aren't just random ideas. These are real-life toolkits to help us succeed beyond UGSOP. And the goal is to equip you, every UGPSA student, with essential skills for personal and professional excellence. Two, the engagement angle. Over the past few years, I've served the 4 of UGPSA's 12 committees, and the value I've gained is enormous. As a designer for the editorial board, I've been behind all the newsletters and flyers from the committee for the past 2 to 3 years. Through the project committee, I've gained skills in digital marketing. I've also been behind the designing of the class-specific IA and class schedule timetables we received some weeks back. All thanks to the skills I've gained from the media committee. Even the recent media training is proof of the hidden gems within the committees we have. These committees are untapped hubs of growth, and there's absolutely no need creating or looking for more committees if needed. Okay? I intend to spotlight each and every one of the committees we already have. At the start of every semester, we'll publicize all committees, their roles, and plans. Committee heads will be challenged to run at least one skill empowering initiative per semester. Recognition will be given to the most outstanding committee, and at the end of the semester or at the end of the academic year, you will receive a certificate for being a member of the committee. 3. The mental angle. Let's stop pretending we are fine when we are not. Depression, stress, and anxiety are real, and interestingly, they affect our academics and daily activities more than any other thing. To address this, I've already started talks with the University of Ghana Career and Counseling Unit, and they'll be facilitating sessions with us on recognizing burnout, managing stress, and understanding depression and anxiety. Beyond that, willing students will undergo a short peer counseling training course through UGCCC and allowing them to support one another with empathy and the right tools. For confidentiality, a general session will first be held for everyone here to gain fundamental skills before peer counselors begin their roles. And for those who prefer extra privacy, direct access to UGCC still remains. 4. The scholars angle. Scholarships are out there and we all know that, but many of us miss them due to lack of information or poor application. This initiative will ensure timely sharing of scholarship letters. And you know what's even more? Will provide application review support. An ad hoc team of excellent student reviewers, students with track records, will help you polish your essays, written applications, and documents even before submission. This will boost your chance of acceptance. I am the most versatile person I've ever met, and this role demands versatility and flexibility. The Vice President oversees 9 out of 12 committees with varying, diverse, and very demanding needs, and must still make time to manage administrative responsibilities. My experience in UGPSA, PSFGH, and IPSF Afro committees has equipped me with the necessary skills, mindset, and maturity. I've been adequately baked, steaming hot, and ready to serve just what UGPSA needs. If you need extra proof, ask the vetting panel. 85.5% score and number 1 on the ballot. The 360 pharmacist agenda is not about me. It's about our growth, our peace of mind, our future. Let's make UGPSA a launchpad. Vote for support. Vote for AP. The 360 pharmacist. Vote for President.
I'm the most versatile person I've ever met. A 360 pharmacist. And now, on the RX
Okay, thank you very much. Let me start by saying this. My presence on this stage today is a particular honor to me. Because let's face it, quite a number of you here don't know who I really am. And in my years that I've grown here, I've come to see how much we share as a family in the possibilities of UGPSA. Now, pharmacy is hard. This is something you hear everywhere. Outside pharmacy school and inside pharmacy school as well. And for some of us, to be honest, it's a scary place to be. For some of us, it's a scary place to be. But that is the reason why we are here. Each and every one of us. Because to tell you the truth, hardness scares of people. Hardness scares of the timid and the daydreamers. and it leaves more opportunity for people like us. He has a way of filtering, and what he leaves behind are people like us, you and I, who are ready to take on the challenge and go for gold. We keep on pushing because we know the things that we need and the things that the association needs as well. And yet, even in our strength, even in our struggles, we are not getting the support that we need. The kind of support we need is the kind of leadership that feels extremely close to us. The kind of system that is going to support you even before you fall. Not because we think it's easy, but because we know that at the end of it all, it's going to be worth it. We are pushing through, each and every one of us, semester after semester, year after year. But we are doing that with so much more weight than any of us could ever bear. And that is why I'm here. I'm here to speak, but not just to talk. I'm here to listen. I'm not here to try to lead. I'm here that through collaborative efforts, we'll be able to build the UGPSA that we deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Osina Futu. I'm in level 300. I'm here to provide. And at the moment, I'm rising for the position of Vice President. The reason I'm doing that is simple. It is because I'm here to offer you not the UGPSA that you know, but the UGPSA that you deserve. Because to tell you the truth, you deserve more. You deserve more support. You deserve more opportunities. You deserve more transparency, a greater connection to UGPSA, and you deserve way more. I've seen it myself. My very own friends who are struggling to prepare for research because over the vacation they don't have the resources. There are students here that have given up on their dreams and their passion because SOP is too overwhelming. You are doing too many things here. We have too many slides you are learning here. We have synthetic pathways of mefenamic acid. Now this is too much, and this is something that I've learned. True leadership, leadership, the kind of leadership that we deserve, is not the kind of leadership that comes after the school. It is the one that is with you throughout and even before the clouds gather. Now, this is the main reason why, first of all, I'm introducing policies that are targeted towards your academic development. This is a student association. Your academic development has to be a number one priority. The vision is that at the end of the year, at the end of the semester, at the end of our tenure, you are able to compare yourself now, and you're able to compare yourself how you are going to be at the end of the tenure, and you're going to see a big development in your academics. This is also the reason why we are introducing student societies, individuals that are pharmacy students here in UGPSA who have the same passion and the same dream. They are going to work together and they are going to help each other grow together. And that is why I'm introducing policies that is going to improve our interaction with other departments and other GPSA societies. That's going to solve two main problems. Number one is that we lack the visibility. If we do that, we are going to get the visibility that we need. And the students here, we're going to get the opportunity to socialize and network. And this is why we're going to create feedback systems. Because even if you're in level 100, trying to work your way through the system, even if you're in 300 and you're memorizing the structure of tramadol, in red, even if you're in 500 or 600, and you're being prepared for the real world, your voice matters, and all your concerns need to be heard. Now, amidst all our individualism, there's this belief that we are still connected as one people. And if there's a student learning in his room and he doesn't understand what on earth he's learning, it matters to me. Not because even if he isn't my blood brother, even if he isn't in my course or it's my course mate, if there's someone that is trying to study and he's this close to giving up on pharmacy school, it should matter to each and every one of us here. Because at the end of it all, it is a fundamental belief, the belief that we are one people. And at the end of it all, that is the thing that's going to make UGPSA the student association we need and the student association that is going to be. If you see my vision and you feel the urgency that I feel, please join me and let's do this. Together we can build the UGPSA that we need. At the end of it all, that is what the elections is really about. Let me ask you the question. Are you going to participate because of your individual agendas, or are you going to participate because of the hope? The hope of student pharmacists who are sitting together around the study table, learning through the night because they know they have a hot paper the next morning. The hope of the student who goes to the library 24/7 because the eyes didn't go well and he knows now he's on thin eyes. And finally, the hope of this quiet and innocent looking level 300 student who has now become an agenda boy because he knows that with your collaboration, with your collaborating support of every single student here, and with your support. I'm so very grateful. Thank you very much.
The UGSOP user. Please let's give it up for all our aspirants. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for the moment we have all been waiting for, the much anticipated presidential debate. You know they are from the same class, right? From the class of RH 27, I would like to invite our presidential aspirant, Mr. John Mingo and Mr. Okay, so this is how, oh, I love that. This is how the session is going to be. Yeah, thank you. So first of all, we're going to have first of all, we're going to have a round of general policy questions. What do I mean by that? There are areas every president must be prepared to handle. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to do a round of questions for each of them. And then we are going to see how they will respond to them or how they're going to answer. And then the second part is going to be based on their policy. That's where the role we play is going to be played. So I hope we are all prepared for that. Are we excited? Are we excited? Who should I start with? Please, who should be? I'm going to the audience. Who should be? So please, a round of questions. This round of questions is just a round of questions where we aspire to know that this president will be able to handle it. Please, do we understand? These questions are not based off their policies. They are just questions that we know every president must be prepared to handle when they come into power. Please, we understand. So that's the first section. So starting with please, you guys are calling for a ballot. It's just for yes. They said they should toss a coin. Please head to him. Please. Mr. Samalo, who is head, and Mr. John Mo is still. Mr. John Mo is beginning. For the first question, how do you plan to keep students consistently informed and engaged with executive decisions and upcoming events?
Okay, thank you for the question. To keep students informed, consistently informed, what we are going to do is that we are going to make sure at the end of every semester or throughout the semester, we are going to have general assembly meeting where the executives are going to present their report. Every chairperson that's heading the committee, they are going to present their report to the students. And we can also consistently inform our students through our social media handles with the help of the publicity team. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, I hope you're paying attention. Next, social events are often sidelined or underfunded. What is your plan to ensure student welfare includes a healthy mix of academic support and recreational engagement?
So for that, we know that there's been a barrier between students' attendance, between the student body and association events. And the other part of the question is funding for those events, right? So for the first part of the question, right, bridging the gap between that is very important to us because everybody likes a low effort what high with impact participation. That's very good for everybody. And that's what I seek to create. But the goal here is to shift the mindset from UGPSA wants my time to UGPSA adds value to my time. And how do I go about it, right? One of my ways to go about this is gamifying these seminars, right? The, the approach is that the more you participate and the more you attend these seminars, the higher the prizes you win. And this is my promise to you. Another thing with regards to the funding of these events, right? Another way to look at the funding is through our youth, but that has been insufficient enough. And I'm also the General Secretary of African Youth Impact, and the founder, Reverend S.K. Boat, is a very benevolent individual who can assist us. There are no other lecturer friends of mine. Dr. Yusuf, who is from the Bhutan School of Bhutan, who is very helpful in student affairs, in looking at our welfare and all those things. So with this is how I seek to engage the students through active participation.
Thank you. And please, if you have any questions, please hold them up at the end of the whole session. I'll give you the opportunity to ask questions. Thank you. Mr. Nicholas, how will your administration ensure transparency and accountability in handling
Okay. Thank you so much for the question. I believe that is why we have a check in place like the financial advisor and the patron as well. So at the end of every semester, throughout organization of our programs, the audit team is in charge of, auditing or let's say going through all the budgets of the various head committees. At the end, audit committee is going to prepare reports. After preparing the report, they are going to submit to the financial advisor to review the report. After that, then they will come and present it to the general student body. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Please, Mr. Alonso. Disagreements between students and leadership are inevitable, as we all know. What principles will guide your approach to managing criticism?
Thank you for your question. So I like to say I see a lot of gems in our association. A lot of gems in our association. So
Please, let's give them the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
thank you. So I see a lot of gems in our association. Like a great to make great things, you need a great team. Right? The great team doesn't need to be perfect to the end. Just need to high level of collaboration. So as she said, right, you might indeed have some parts where you might have a conflict of interest. But the goal is not to fight or do anything that will bring bad repute to ourselves. This is why I see a immense need for compromise, right? For us to be on level ground. You have to take action. For instance, maybe if someone proposes, oh, let's do this, let's do that, right? Every idea is good, right? Every idea is good at the beginning, but to tell that idea which test is fast, to see its potential. So that's where you are going to do. To filter those ideas. Maybe your idea might not be bad, but there's a point where you compromise. You have to meet halfway in the mid ground. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So our next session is the part we have all been anticipating. So that's how it's going to go. I'm going to ask a question, one of you. We're going to answer. The other aspirant will give you the opportunity to rebut or tell why this policy is much better than yours. we're going to do a little bit of back and forth. Please, I hope you are ready for it. First question, Mr. Lobo. Before that, Mr. Lobo's plan. Okay, I have their policies. I put them together where they align. So I'm going to contrast it and see what they are going to give us. Please, do you understand? You understand? Yes. So, Mr. Lobo's plan includes installing CCTV cameras at all areas, while Mr. Milimo's plan focuses more on comfort and social spaces. So, my question to Mr. Lobo: how do you prioritize student safety within your policy? And should infrastructure or security come first?
How do I prioritize them? In my policy, I've also outlined health initiative for the students. I also think that in my policy, there's something I call a health initiative, right? This is in collaboration with the welfare committee to assist students in their need. Not like I've forgotten about our aspects as students in this association. Our comfort and our need is very important. And also for student welfare, I'm looking at restoring the canopies at the blue benches. That's another consideration for the student welfare. But the reason I included CCTV cameras in my policies also, aside for the other social interventions in my policies, is that sometimes you know that there's theft in this association. You see something here, it's gone. Who took it? Nobody knows, right? But if you have even unfortunately, just this semester, a friend of mine, right, he had his bag stolen just at the back seat after seminar, but there was no CCTV. You see, I feel his pain, right? There was no CCTV camera here to capture the whole incident, right? And this hasn't happened to only students. That's happened to lecturers as well. So that's why security is also very important for us as we go about our social careers. Oh, so thank you very much.
So regard to the answer you gave,
Both the question and the answer.
good question. Can you please repeat that?
So the question: how do you prioritize student safety within your policy? And should infrastructure or security come first?
Okay, so I would like to start with the infrastructure and the environment. Like you said, some of our policies are the same. So I plan to renovate the summer huts that was established by some of our past leaders. And the aim of this, policy is to provide a shaded and comfortable space for group discussion and critical preparation. Sometimes it is very, painful to see students sitting under this harsh weather condition, preparing for pre-lab and IEs, which is not good. We can all take the fact that pharmacy school, we have only one lecture room. And let's say when there is class here, you don't have class, let's say your class is around at 4 p.m. You want a place to sit and wait when it is 4 p.m. start your class. It is difficult to find a place to sit. But when we provide this summer house, it's going to help us, to help students sit there and learn everything. Thank you. But with the security aspect, yes, like you made mention, last week or last week, one of our very own, classmates, back what they said over here. So what I can put in place to ensure that every student, items are very safe is that when we are going to have this social gathering like this, this general offering sometimes, most especially when it's exam time or IE time, you go there, you give your bag to them, they give you a tag. Then when you are done with whatever you want to do, you go back with the tag and you pick your bag. I think, educating people, let's say, encouraging people to send their belongings to the general office is going to help us, promote or let's say foster the security. Thank you.
Mr. Nigimo, you propose student-led tutorials to support academic performance. And Mr. Lebo, you promote professional development skills. Is that right?
Yes.
How do you each plan to ensure consistency and attendance in your respective academic initiatives? And which model do you is more sustainable? Student-led tutorial or professional development center? Should I come in?
Come again.
Mr. Nigimo,
Yes.
according to your policy, you propose student-led tutorials to support academic performance. Mr. Alobu promotes professional development, especially in both of you. How do you each plan to ensure consistency and attendance in your respective academic initiatives? And which model do you believe is more sustainable? You, Mr. Nako, your approach, or Mr. Alobu's approach?
I think it's my approach. Yes, I think it's my approach. Why am I saying so? Why are you here? You are here purposely for academic stuff. And before you talk about CV and other stuff, if you're not doing well with your academics, how do you intend to write a good CV? The CV that you are writing, you're going to put your GP and everything on that CV. If you don't do well in academics, are you going to put that GP of 0.5 on that
Mr. Alobu, your comment.
My opponent here is making a point that academic performance is still important. But after pharmacy school, we are not going to end here, right? We are going to go into the real world. If you don't understand the real world before you get there, how will you go? Right? So this professional development series, right, they are supposed to equip us with the necessary skills, not neglecting our academics as well, right? Because when you go there, you know that you go there and you now have to face, oh, this is, I should have known this when I was in school. I should have done this, I should have done that. But if someone is able to guide you, maybe in my professional development series, which are one of the things which I think beyond books and pills, seeking to bring renowned experts in the fields of community pharmacy, hospital pharmacy, industrial pharmacy, and so on. Right? Yeah, the goal is simple, that you learn from these experts, right? In terms of opportunity within their fields. But some of us say, at this point, you don't know what you are going for. Is that you get to a role before you start deciding? No. Another thing is that you have to look at your starting salaries in these fields. Oh, maybe this, some people will say, oh, this is where I can make the most impact and make the most money. That's one thing to also look at. Yeah, another thing we can learn from them also, right, is that we can look for ways in which we can be our mentors, right? To take us, support us through. Yeah, for us to be our mentors, to take us through that. And that's why my development series, professional development, is very important.
My audience, over to you. See, the next is both of you highlight recognition. Till we answer the question. But the question is to both of you. The questions are going to be. Both of you highlight recognition. Mr. Minimo proposes merit awards and recognition for committee service, while Mr. Alobu proposes official certificate. Which impact do you believe recognition? What impact, sorry, do you believe recognition has on student morale? And which approach will have more meaningful long-term value? The awards and recognition or the official certificate?
So, with regards to the official certificate, right? In buttress to the professional development series, right? This is to help them. Because after pharmacy school, right, I can see that, oh, I did this, I did this, I did that, right? But there's so much you can see. I want to show for your excellent work in this association, right? That's why there's a need to recognize this individual, our committee heads and members, right? Giving them certificate to see that, yes, indeed, you've seen your work and we appreciate you. Take this in recognition of your hard work, right? Our president here proposes something like awards and to non-teaching staff, right? To non-teaching staff, right? I believe as an association, right? We are an association for the students. So we think about the student first before anybody else, right? So he is proposing that we give certificates and recognition to the non-teaching staff. But our association is University of Ghana Pharmacy Students Association. So we think about the students' body first, then we go to society. Thank you.
Okay, I'm so grateful with everything. So, are you trying to tell me with good listening?
Thank you. The debate for a reason, please.
Okay, so if I heard you clearly, are you trying to tell me that teaching staff is a role in your life since you need to?
That's not what I said. I said you are an association for the students. So anything we do, we think about the student first. If you not find time to recognize our own students, then we find time to recognize other students, right? You deal with your problems, then you deal with other people's their problems.
Okay, so if you check my policies throughout the policies, I have not stated anything that I won't recognize students' efforts. Yes, I have not stated anything that I won't recognize students' efforts. If you check it clearly about the UGPSA fantastic, it's a form of recognizing students' efforts. So, all that is clear. It is a form of recognizing students' effort. So, policies or recognition of the people's contribution is not tailored towards only the non-teaching staff. We are going to reward the students in a different way. We are going to reward the non-teaching staff in a different way. Why am I rewarding the non-teaching staff? I quite remember last time some people reach out to me that they don't have student ID for their examination. As a leader, what I did is I reached out to Mr. Amy at that moment, writing letter to the head of College of Health Science and others. I will take time. What he has to do, he used his own money to purchase for this ID, provisional ID card for students to use it for their exam. So I don't think recognizing such people or individuals in our community is a bad idea.
I never said it was a bad idea, right? I said we deal with our students affairs first, then we see, right? But my opponent here is also saying we need recognition for students, right? But in his Legacy Act, right, he claims he sponsored, he was able to get sponsorship, right, for the Aquaba night. But he didn't recognize the individuals who were actually involved in that. Right? He didn't recognize the individuals who are actually involved with that. So how can we trust him to recognize us?
Okay, with the point that you said, he's making reference to my 6 legacy that I shared the day before yesterday. That is my achievement as organizing secretary. That's what he's making reference to. So if you check clearly on the 6 legacy that I shared, yes, I shared. On the last point, that states that I secure sponsorship for our recent Aquaba night, which help us provide exciting activities. There is not only one, the track record that I've stated. I stated about 6. And the first one, it says that I spearheaded the farmer pitch event where we hosted. I didn't say where I hosted.
I'm talking about the Aquaba night.
You are talking about the Aquaba night. I get you. The thing is, we work as a committee. And as a committee, you have a leader. You have a leader. Yes, I understand. This recent Aquaba night that we have, you could all test the fact that it was totally different compared to the previous Aquaba night. So the sponsorship that we were able to secure from Upper Farms, it was truly through some people's effort. It was truly through some people's effort. In the like of Hagan, Pavel, Kostia. I don't know if you want me to state all those people's name on what I shared. Let me tell you one thing. People meet Jones and they are like, Jones, oh, this is your administration. You did well. Say Jones, oh, you guys, you force me. They didn't give, the credit to Jones, or let's say they didn't, refer to as general. They say Jones, oh, you be force, Jones is not the only person doing the work. This is Aquaba night that what Jones told me is that, John, you are aspiring for president, so I am giving this thing to you. However you organize this Aquaba night, my hands are not inside. But then, after the program, people are giving the credit to Jones as the one who organized the thing. So if I state that I secure sponsorship, that doesn't even maybe I secure the sponsorship to someone. Someone to do it. I've not met proper farmers. I've not
We are going way off track and going way so please, I'm going to give you the microphone. Please give it to Mr. His last comment. Because this is let me tell you the question. Okay. Let's take the question and let's do it.
So my comment to that, right? It's true that people will approach those and say that this and that.
Oh, please, we are sidetracked. My question was on recognition, and then I want to let's stick to that for your final comment. Thank you.
I think I did make my point.
So is that
One
okay?
last thing. And that is out.
So with what you referenced to, I realized that I don't need to say this, but I've corrected myself in my manifesto. What you mentioned.
Thank you. So please, let's move on. That was very interesting, don't you? Okay. So, Mr. Lilimo, according to your policy, called crafted sessions is to teach practical non-pharmacy skills like yogurt and soap making. Mr. Alobo, yours is from a Peniel machine. Am I getting that right? Machina. Okay. Which blends entrepreneurship and pharmacy. There are two questions. How will each of you ensure participation and relevance? And which approach better prepares students for life beyond school? The practical non-pharmacy skills like the yogurt and the food making, or the pharmacopoeia machina, which blends entrepreneurship with pharmacy. These are really cool.
Yes, yes. So with that policy, is to equip students with entrepreneurial skills in the areas of like grading and makeup and so on. We have people in our department here who are into makeup, who knows how to do, who knows how to make soap. So what my administration will do is that we are going to partner with these students, our own parent students, to come and teach their colleagues how to do, how to make soap, how to make makeup. And learning this right after school, once you know how to do all this, there is something you can live forever with. It's not something that right after school, that is all. It is everlasting legacy or everlasting something that you have learned that will impact you and also benefit the next generation to come. Let me make reference to this. During
Please. Let's not sidetrack. Let's stick to it. You answer my question. How will you ensure participation and relevance?
okay, so to ensure participation, if let's say we foster
Please, can we have some silence?
to ensure participation, I believe if we foster intense communication about the program and then also present for us to educate the entire students the benefit they are going to get at the end of participation in this workshop skills. If we present the benefit they are going to get at the end of the day and also intense communication, I believe it will encourage a lot of people to participate in this program.
So for my thank for the question. For my former premier Makina, right? The aim is to bring our studies as pharmacy students here with our ambitions to be entrepreneurs, right? The goal is simple, right? We've seen certain businesses rise up and fall, right? Because of what too much was cost or too what many issues that within the business, right? The aim is to uplift ourselves. Those who are going maybe selling spring rolls and all those things, those who are going to go wake up in this association, right? The aim is to help them provide the necessary skills, right? And coupled with what the UGPSA website in my policies, we might even give them free publicity on our website to push them, right? To take them to the next level based on what we see in them and how they are going to tutor them, right? Because if this is your business idea, they are going to help you follow these exact steps, right? And as a pharmapreneur, this is in conjunction with your studies as a pharmacy. It's going to bring more into the real world and how to engage your students. I don't think I have to do that much. I can see students already in a business, right? Already having businesses. So I just bring them in. And based on the work experience, things you are able to accomplish with them, others will come. This will just be by word of mouth. You don't need to put anything out there. If you do good work, people will come. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Mr. Lilimo.
With regard to the answer you gave, or no, I don't have comments at the moment.
Now, Mr. Lilimo, propose a joint. I'm just putting the question out there. You both a joint social trip with Central University School of Pharmacy. Mr. Lobo, you push for deeper collaboration with UGM, UGMSA. Sorry. Okay. Now, two questions. Which of these inter-institutional plans do you think fosters greater professional value? And question two, how would you maintain the relationship beyond a one-time?
Okay, so I propose a collaboration between the University of Ghana Medical Students Association and the University of Ghana Pharmacy Students Association. The reason why I pay this together, I've already my party and the vice president elect of that association. We've been in talks and we've seen a prospect in this. We've already had several engagements with the Central University. But we have to what? Add other associations, right? Other organizations to our part, right? And that's the why we are going forward to have a partnership with the University of Ghana Medical Students Association. And this isn't just for fancy, right? This is just to facilitate and ensure that we build what cordial relation with other future healthcare professionals, not just within our pharmacy field, because we alone don't make up what a healthcare team. So that's what I have to say about it. Thank you.
Mr. Nemo.
Okay, so with that policy that I stated that social and investing relationship, we are going to organize social trip in collaboration with Central. No, we are not going to limit ourselves to only Central University, like I stated in that policy. We are going to collaborate with any pharmacy school within Accra here that their semester align with our semester. It's not going to interrupt their studies. It is not something that I'm now going to start with it. When sorry, last year when we wanted to embark on social culture, I have this book here, if you can read for me, family trip, right? Family trip. Okay, so the family trip book was the policy that we want to organize social trip with Central University. So we created a platform where Central University executive are on that page, UGPSA executive are on that page. We plan to organize a social trip. We propose the same day. Well, I was the one in charge to secure the logistics. But one thing affected our schedule. That was strike last year. Because Central University is a private institution, so they have to take leave before we. So they went within for about I think 1 week before UGPSA goes to embark on that journey. So it is not something I'm now going to start from scratch. It is something that I'm going to work on it. And we are not going to limit ourselves to only Central University. Any pharmacy, institution, or let's say medical school. I spoke with their president, Prof. Dia, and I spoke to him about this social group. He assured me that we work in hand. We are praying that our academic calendar will align so that we start with this initiative. Thank you.
Mr. William, what he said. But you have something else to say. No comment. Please, both of you, neither of you answered my second question. How would you maintain the relationship beyond a one-time event?
So for the collaboration in University of Ghana Medical Students Association, I've also anticipated that. So I spoke to Sonny about it. Right. So Sonny is the vice president elect for University of Ghana Medical School. Right. So I spoke to him. So in the breakdown between our discussion, what we said was that we are going to look at certain issues, certain key areas where we can have collaboration in, right? So I'll be meeting him, God willing, Friday also, that's tomorrow, to break down everything, to finalize everything. In the collaboration here, I've also spoken to him in regards to future events, right? And other key stakeholders within the association. And it's not going to be a one-time event. Like I said, in my policy, there is going to be compounding what progress. I'm not going to do one thing and leave it there. I want to make it sure that the next people come in, we need to have access to it.
Okay, so with the organization of the social trip we are going to embark on, it's not going to be only social things. We are going to also partnership policy, organize different programs with them. I think consistent and partnership policy, organizing programs with them will foster or will maintain our relationship with them.
Next round of question. Mr. Mr. Lobu, how many committees have you been
So I've been in two committees, right? So I've been in the welfare committee, I've been in the academic committee. Currently, I'm the standing of the academy. So the welfare committee.
Okay. First, when I came to the Mohammed, I was part of the academic committee. I was part of academic committee. Moving forward, I also serve under the judiciary committee. Moving forward, I also serve as the organizing committee head to about 3 committees.
Mr. Alebu, have you held any executive position?
I haven't held any executive
You want to say anything about that?
about that. Okay, so maybe some of you might question that since I'm not being an executive before, why am I going for president? Right? This I'll quote from the words of Haile Selassie from Ethiopia. Throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered the most. So I have the capabilities, right? Serving on various student organizations. I've gotten the necessary skills that will enable me to prepare myself in that seat, so I can carry out the vision I have for this association. The thing is that it's true that I haven't served in any organization before, any executive position before, but we let that slide to put someone who is competent with the required skills to be there to lead this association where it's supposed to go to. So in that, I say, vote for someone who is credible, vote for capacity, vote for integrity, vote for compounding progress. Thank you.
Mr. Lobu, you took my question right out of my mouth. But I was going to ask the follow-up question. You have answered it. Mr. Lobu, have you held any executive position?
Yes, please. I held a position in UGPSA. So I'm the current organizing secretary. In fact, a proven track record organizing secretary for UGPSA. I want to refer to only our association of people with multiple organizations.
Okay, please feel free.
Okay, so currently, Arabu is my secretary. I'm the African Youth Impact Region Chapter President. Arabu is serving as my secretary.
Please allow. Thank you.
Currently, I'm also serving as Elizabeth Francis Hall Health Coordinator. So, I'm also serving as General Secretary for OSU, that is Conformal Students Association of the West of Ghana. And I believe serving in this multiple organization has given me the understanding how to mobilize students and produce results whilst being accountable. Thank you.
So for me, other portfolios I hold, like you said, I'm the General Secretary for African Youth Impact. I'm also part of the IPSF Afro, the Regional Media and Communications Subcommittee, meaning that I've produced emails and work for them in terms of communication and reaching out to people and creating awareness for IPSF. I'm also an aspiring leaders fellow of Harvard University, giving the requisite skills to lead with what strategic vision and compassion. Another portfolio of mine is that I'm the head.
Please, let's have some silence. Thank you.
So I'm the head of an NGO, which is what a strategic vision for Africa, and that's also has given the opportunity to engage with other students, advocate for students, also understand what students need in their life. So thank you very much.
You seem to have something to say.
Yeah. I have something to say. Okay, I forgot to mention this. I'm also currently
Please, let's get
serving.
some silence.
I'm also currently serving as a member of planning committee for PSATH. Yes, I'm also part of the academic board for PSATH. I also recognize PSATH as second runner-up for student entrepreneur of the year. When you practice, in fact, I am an upcoming movie actor. I have 2 movies on YouTube.
Our final question, and then I want to have our final question, and then go back to the audience. How do you think these portfolios affect your leadership style, or what do you think your leadership style is going to look like? Please, let's have some time.
For me, my leadership style is one of progress, right? Like from follow up from previous questions, we're looking at can we move SOP from just one administration to the other, right? And that's where progress comes in, right? I've been in certain organizations where we've tackled issues like this, taking retainment from maybe 5% to 25%. I have the track record to prove that also. And this is also progress, and the progress we need in SOP. And that's what my leadership style is going to be. From progress, like in collaboration with UGPSA, progress for not just one academic year event, but multiple events down the line to create a best relationship between ourselves, as pharmacists and medical doctors. Thank you.
Okay, my leadership or my administration is going to remain one of the administration that people of UGPSA will always remember that one president that they have. That one president who created an environment that every pharmacy student feel heard, that every pharmacy student feel supported, and have the opportunity and needed and the skills to thrive within and beyond classroom. I'm going to work effectively with my colleagues. It's not going to be an independent tool. So I believe and collective work will bring unity and will foster and also push the agenda that I have for this association. Thank you.
Okay. Our EC wants a question. He's asking. I know there's an opportunity for audience, but since he's our EC, I'd like to give him the opportunity to
Nice one, is.
Alright, so the question is from members from the electorate. So I'm asking on their behalf. And the question is that have you made any posts regarding the seminar series that we've been having on any social media platform? And how have you used that opportunity so far to sell the narrative that this is where UGPSA stands and this is where you are looking to bring UGPSA to? Thank you.
With that, I've shared on WhatsApp and other social media platforms.
please expand on the other social media platforms.
So the other social media, I use Signal also. That's another social, which I also use to network with other people. So I also shared it on that. And I received positive responses. Right? Some knowing that what is going on in your association from different schools, like in Central, KVST. I have a colleague in entrance who was surprised we are bringing these big people here. And I'm saying this is just the beginning. We can do better and we can do greater things. Thank you.
Your question is about the seminar, right?
Yeah, not just seminar.
Not just seminar.
Okay, you let's limit it to seminar.
Okay, so I've made a post, about 3 times, post on my LinkedIn account. Right now I'm talking to you, I have about 131 followers.
7K.
Yes, so I've shared except from when Dr. Mrs. Brenda Nyariamako came here. I also shared a post when CEO, I don't know, yeah, Audrey was when she came. I also shared a post about that. I also shared a post when I led my committee and we were able to organize a program for farmer pitch programs where we had the opportunity to bring business experts on board to come and talk to students how to pitch business ideas, how to balance their academics and business. And that is following that session, that was when someone in my class started their own business. And right now I'm talking to you, doing work in that business.
Thank you. Finance. Did you have any comments?
If we are going to see followers we have on LinkedIn, then I'd like to make this comment. Currently, I have 1,588 followers on LinkedIn.
Okay. Please, finally, 1 minute. Tell yourself why should we post you? Why are you the right choice? And why should we be our next president? Start over.
So outside the lecture room, I've learned leadership and interpersonal skills through active engagement in student organizations. I'm currently the General Secretary of African Youth Impact, the assistant head of the Welfare Committee, a member of the Academic Committee, and an aspiring leaders fellow of Harvard University. These roles have widened my knowledge in team management, youth advocacy, student welfare, and they have equipped me with the ability to speak and lead with compassion and a strategic vision. Once again, I'm Sam Walabu, presidential aspirant, and come Monday, the 21st of July. Let's rewrite the rules, draft a new story, one where leadership means listening, progress means participation, and every voice fuels the narrative. This is our moment. Let's write the next chapter together. Thank you for your time. And number one on the ballot.
Thank you, Mr. Ayo. Mr. Nunu.
Okay, you should vote for Lemojon as your next president because Lemojon have served under several organizations that have gained understanding how to mobilize together and to produce results while being
Please, let's
accountable.
have
You
some
should vote for Lemojon as your president because of my proven track record as organizing secretary. I shared it as a sixth legacy. As organizing secretary, I didn't limit myself into organizing programs. I also organized tutorials for level 100s when we were on vacation on anatomy. So I reached out to Dr. Ni and Dr. Yekwa, and they came out to help me in organizing of such program. And it truly reflected on their results when they released the results. This is what we want. These are some of the leaders that we need in our association. Thank you so much. Vote for the John for a better UGPSA. I'm number 2 on the ballot paper. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Mr. Nunu and Mr. Ayo. It's been a beautiful session. Over to my audience, please. If you have any questions, kindly move forward, and then the opportunity will be granted to you to ask. Okay. So, question time. And please, you're going to say, is it for both of you?
Please, as much as possible, let's try to give everyone a question so that it doesn't look like we have that. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Good afternoon, Mr. Anu. My question is quite lengthy, so I'm sure you grasp the idea of it. So you are currently holding a number of positions in other associations and whatever. You mentioned Africa Youth Impact President, blah 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 blah. It seems like a very capable individual, right? And you also mentioned you're an actor. Now UGPSA needs a president, a leader who is clearly focused, is mentally stable enough. I'm not saying mentally stable, but like you're focused enough. You must be focused enough. You must be focused enough. Must be focused enough on the association and its needs. Okay, and it's a cumbersome task. So we will need someone who does not have too many distractions. You understand?
Please let me answer before you go to the next question. So please hold on, please.
before that, let's think through our questions so that we do not seem insulting to the aspirants. Please. It's a great task that is taking upon themselves to stand there to go for the position. So please let's not. Thank you. Okay, I know you will definitely ask me a question. So the thing is, I made mention of several and multiple organizations. For African Youth Impact, I'm going to hand over to someone. For General Secretary as Council, we are having our annual over on the 6th of this month. As Elizabeth Francis CEO, Health Coordinator, I'm going to hand over as well. With the acting aspect that you made mention,